going to go with. Yeah, just going to start doing some videos. These first ones are going to be awful, and I'm all for it. So, yeah, it'll be fun. Hopefully somebody will look back on these and it'll be something to laugh at. And hopefully I'm just like, wow, we've grown a long way. So that's what I'm going for. Yeah, anyways, as for today, just heading out to our pasture land. So we're weaning calves today. Separate, find the ones that we want to take to the sale. They're going to go into the sale tomorrow. I'll get weighed today, sold tomorrow. It's technically my first calf crop since I've partially inherited it from my father-in-law. So yeah, pretty exciting stuff on my end. You'll see in my content that way more knowledgeable about the carpentry aspect of things. So that'll be my main feed. It is my main business. It's how I make 90% of my money right now. So that stuff will be more learning and stuff like that. This one will be more like follow along and watch me screw this up a billion times on my way to slowly learn how to run the cattle ranch. I mean, that being said, I did grow up on one with my parents. They're still out there. My little brother took over that ranch in Saskatchewan, and yeah, so I grew up with it. Didn't really learn it. I did it because I had to, and then I moved away from the ranch as fast as I could. I became a carpenter. Yeah, but now that I have a wife and kids, and I'm older, have more 10,000 foot outlook, I'm very excited to get back into this lifestyle. Show you guys a little bit of both sides of my world. So hope you enjoy it, and see what I can get for content today. Some of my first videos. Hopefully they're at least somewhat interesting to get the ball rolling.
A few moments later.
I also thought this would be funny, but I also just realized this plant is probably all going to poop because I told the vet yesterday that we would be at the sale barn about 10 a.m. And I'm not gonna lie, that was definitely planned if everything went perfectly. Stupid thing to do. I'm learning. I've done this with construction timelines, which I know better for, so I don't know why I thought this business would be any different. Mainly because customers in construction, they're all great customers. Try to keep the best ones. So they're very nice about their timelines, but I feel like just to be like every other contractor, yeah, they all want their things done at a certain time. So I figured maybe calves would be the same way. Actually, no, I figured they'd be different. That's why I figured I could just do it at perfect timing. But it's not the way it works. I also see the comments being like, why aren't you on a quad or a horse? I didn't grow up with horses. I've ridden them a handful of times. My wife loves horses. She rides. She's not here today because she's taking care of our fairly new infant. I would like to get into horses, but that's for a later date. And yeah, quad would be great, but we didn't bring one with because we brought all the cows in yesterday, and we didn't think we were gonna need it.
Okay.
And it's at our home farm, which is good half-hour drive away from here, so Ty's getting his exercise in. All right, stay tuned. Fun and games. I don't know if you can see that, but that's where I want them to be. And unfortunately, I'm out of breath, if you're wondering. There's always two dickheads.
I'm free! I've been free!
Decided that our corrals weren't very good, which means I've got a summer project booked in for next year. And I probably know what I'm spending some of my calf check on. Actually, our corrals are bad enough down here, I might be spending all of it on there. But, oh boy.
I'm free! I'm free!
It's like an episode of Prison Break out here. This sucks. Ranching's fun.
5 minutes later.
Okay, we've made it through. There's our prey.
Mom! Mom!
Calling for mom. It's like, well, stop running away from your mother. I feel like I'm at home dealing with my kids. I was about to say, except these ones don't listen, but my kids don't listen either, so hopefully my wife will laugh at that. All right, here's hoping they go in the direction opposite of where I am.
I was hoping I dreamt that.
And any of you watching this that have dealt with cattle before, well, that is often not the case. They're pretty worked up right now, so they're not thinking real straight. Not really thinking at all. They're very much in fight or flight mode. Not ideal. We usually like to try to move things as peacefully as possible, because then all they're thinking about is eating grass and staying with the herd. And yeah, also just happy cows is a stressful day for them because they're getting removed from their mothers permanently. And now we're adding more unnecessary stress.
You want to talk about stress? You want to talk about stress?
Just for the animal isn't super. Also not great for us at the sale barn, from what I understand, because when they're stressed, they lose weight fairly quickly. Not a crazy amount, but enough to make a difference to a paycheck if you got enough of them. That being said, we're not a huge operation. Got about 50 head of our own, and my wife's uncle that's helping us today has got about another 50 that we kind of help each other out. Hence the business name. You can go figure that out if you are into cattle and want to buy stuff from us. But yeah, anyways, cresting the hill. They are making their way back. Over to there. So far I think I'm winning. Keyword being I think. We're back in business. Yep. Come on. Oh, that was a fun long day. We'll feed some calves. Supposed to scrape the poop out of this trailer. I'm kind of tired.
I'm pretty tired. Think I'll go home now.
go pour a drink. Have a good day.